U.S. President Barack Obama and Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu talk on the phone to discuss the nuclear deal with Iran. The White House spokesman says the two leaders have re-emphasized the shared goal of preventing Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons. He says the call shows consultation continues between the two leaders regarding efforts to negotiate a comprehensive solution regarding Iran's nuclear energy program. Israel, which is the only possessor of nuclear weapons in the Middle East, has called Tehran's interim nuclear deal as a historic mistake.
Benjamin Netanyahu was the first and perhaps only prime minister to denounce the agreement on Iran's nuclear program.
What was concluded in Geneva last night is not a historic agreement. It's a historic mistake. So Israel is not bound by this agreement.
Netanyahu, who had been lobbying to block the deal for weeks, has once again resorted to threats of military option against Iran. Other top Israeli officials are also infuriated by the deal. Israel's Foreign Minister Avigdor Lieberman has called the deal Tehran's greatest diplomatic victory as the country has gained recognition for its right to enriching uranium. The chairman of the Russian State Duma's International Affairs Committee called Tel Aviv's position on Iran's nuclear deal unrealistic. Alexei Pushkov says Iran cannot be denied its nuclear rights and that all countries involved in drafting the deal share the same opinion. Earlier, Russian President Vladimir Putin, Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov hailed the deal as a win-win situation and a step forward toward a permanent solution to the dispute over Iran's nuclear program.
This agreement means that we agree with the need to recognize Iran's right to peaceful nuclear program, including the right for uranium enrichment. Possibilities to control Iran's nuclear program by IAEA are widened significantly. Iran agreed to the whole range of additional measures apart from those which the agency is using now. So I think in the end, it's a win-win situation for all parties.
UN Secretary General welcomed the deal, saying it could be historic for the Middle East. Germany's also described the agreement as a turning point, while London believes it shows that problems can be addressed through diplomacy. For Beijing and Paris, the deal was an important step for peace. Despite weeks of Israeli lobbying in the U.S. to block any deal with Iran, the latest comments by the U.S. President and Secretary of State show that Washington and Tel Aviv are drifting away.
This first step will create time and space over the next 6 months for more negotiations to fully address our comprehensive concerns about the Iranian program. Iran, like any nation, should be able to access peaceful nuclear energy.
Some might say we should simply continue to increase pressure. Just turn up the screws. Continue to put sanctions on. And somehow that's going to push Iran towards capitulation or collapse. Not by any interpretation that we have from all the experts and all of the input that we have and from all of the countries, the P5+1 that took place in this today. None of them believe that would be the outcome.
Addressing the nation, the Iranian President Hassan Rouhani said the deal enables Iran to continue uranium enrichment on its soil, adding sanctions against the country will have to be lifted.
If the P5+1 group thoroughly implements this agreement, Iran will implement it too, and as a result, comprehensive final talks will begin. What we have achieved has been an initial nuclear deal, and we are happy that after 10 years, an agreement has been reached at this level.
The leader of Iran's Islamic Revolution, Ayatollah Sayyid Ali Khamenei, has also hailed the nuclear deal and thanked the Iranian negotiating team for their good job. The leader described the Geneva deal as a success and called on Iranian negotiators to continue to resist any excessive demand in the future.